Welcome to our podcast, Bitchin' Bout Balls. My name is Suhasini Arun. I go by Sue for short.
My name is Adrianne Stevenson.
So basically what our podcast is going to be about, we both are huge sports fan enthusiasts of all kinds, clearly. So our podcast is basically going to be about why we love sports, and how we want to get other people to like it as much as we do.
It's just our perspective of understanding how sports are, why we love it, how we can be help to others who may not understand, primarily women, some guys too, just in case, and just give our take on everything sports, life. We're both in Atlanta, single women living in Atlanta, minority women living in Atlanta. So just our take on everything sports related, ball related.
Yeah, and I feel like too, so pretty much my background, I grew up in Alabama for the most part. I went to the University of Alabama, so I'm not a bandwagon fan, but I was there during the Saban years, and that is actually honestly what sparked my interest in football. And then that sparked my interest in all other sports. I was always a tennis fan, but that was kind of it. But now I love college football, NFL, tennis, basketball, NBA. And then same with Adrianne, is pretty much able to cover all of the other sports as well. So we pretty much have a good general basis of everything. And that's kind of how we lead our lives now. I work in healthcare. I'm a dentist, but I love having my Saturdays and Sundays and Mondays and Thursdays all revolve around sports pretty much. So that's kind of my background. Adrianne?
My background is a little bit different. I grew up actually playing sports, started playing around 6 years old. So I was a multi-sport athlete in high school: basketball, track and field, softball, volleyball. I coach kids from 4 to 18 years old. I've been coaching since 2012, primarily basketball. I was an AAU coach. So coaching pretty much has been a part of my life. I'm a huge sports fan, grew up as a tomboy, graduated from Albany State University, also worked in healthcare for many, many years, but decided that I wanted to try my luck in corporate America. So I've been doing that now for 2 years. And also, I am studying my master's in sports management. So maybe one of these days you might see me on somebody's football field.
And hopefully you'll find me on the sideline of the football field with one of the football players. That's the goal. But healthcare is pretty much how we became friends.
Yes.
That's how we decided to, or that's basically how we figured out how we have so much in common. We were both at the same office for about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And that's how we became friends. Like we were like, wow, like we really care about sports, and a lot of other women don't really know as much. It's like kind of harder to go watch games with some people just because they don't want to. But I think that's what's been super cool with us is like we're always going to watch a game somewhere, whatever type of sport it is. And I think like for me especially, I just want other women, other people to be able to enjoy sports as much as me, because I think there's so much to it. And I think that it's fun, it's cool, it's competitive. I don't know, I think it's fun.
Yeah, it's definitely harder for me, being that I was a former athlete, wanting to find friends that actually have the same interests as me. I've always been the tomboy out of my crew, so I might have friends that would go to certain games or things, and you could tell they were a little bit uncomfortable because they didn't understand certain calls, and I'm out there just, oh yeah, flag on the play. But they didn't understand my enthusiasm. So it's definitely refreshing to find someone who shares the same interests in a lot of things, and we can bounce off of each other. I can tell her stuff about basketball that might not be as familiar to her, and we share the same interest with football. So it's fun. And then we can go to different things as well too, and just talk about everyday life that we deal with.
Right. Um, so speaking of, with that, we are in the ATL. Um, so pretty much, I feel like too. I think both of us feel like sports kind of navigate our lives and what we do and how we hang out. So both of us are single women in the city. Obviously, not going to reveal my age, but I'm around that mid 30s area. So for us, like sports is a really big deal that we want to find somebody who cares about sports or watching games as much as we do. Pretty much our Saturdays and Sundays are occupied watching games all day, especially in the fall. Um, so that's kind of how we are also in the city trying to figure out how we find people who have those same common shared interests. And we've been doing a good job lately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, we've been doing good. We've been
Mm-hmm.
going to mixers, we've been going to events, we've been meeting people like out and about, and I think that's been fun. I think if we're getting into that, my dating history has been slim in the last few years. I was very avid dater in the past, but I think school took over, grad school took over. Then I started working. I got my MBA too, so I just didn't have a lot of free time, and I feel like this year I'm finally have so much more free time with having my weekends off that I can actually get out there and meet people and go to these social events. And luckily, Adrianne's willing to go with me, so that's been great.
I'm the wing woman. I'm the wing woman. So
um,
yeah.
yeah, I mean yeah, 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 pretty much. So I think that's what's been really cool, and I think it's awesome living in a city like Atlanta where you have so many people, like including me, who are migrants. So it's such a diverse place, all ages, all communities. Um, all different backgrounds. So I think that's what's been really fun also is
Yeah.
just getting to meet like new people, and maybe we don't have anything in common with them, but it's still a fun experience that we'll tell you about later. So
Yeah.
that'll be in the next episode probably.
Definitely learning a lot about myself in this whole thing that we call dating. Mine is a little bit different because I am kind of sort of in a relationship. Still trying to navigate some things with that. But in a sense, being out and about, meeting people, engaging also helps me in my relationship. And then also just talking to my friends and just getting their perspective on things that I can do to be better at what it is that I have going on. And then also just learning your likes, your don'ts, your what ifs, your hell, even just taking a risk. That's one thing that I
We have been doing a lot of risks this
yeah.
year. I have to say, we have been taking a lot of risks. I think both of us were scared in a sense to like
Mm-hmm.
get out there because we just didn't, for me particularly, I just didn't want to be disappointed. And I think that's what's been really cool is getting out there and seeing like, no, it's okay if you don't, get exactly what you need on this, but you're learning a lot about yourself or what you want in a person going forward. So, or you just go to a really cool party, like, it's not even about meeting anybody at that point. Um, so yeah, I'm very proud of us this
Mm-hmm.
year. And I think that's also part of the reason that we wanted to start our podcast. Like we feel like we have a lot to contribute, whether it's about sports, whether it's about our lives, whether it's about working in professional careers. We have a lot going on, but I think it's cool to have an outlet for both of us where we're able to vent about all of the things that we go through, but it's nice to have someone to do it with.
Yes, definitely refreshing. Takes a lot of the edge off, a lot of the stress that comes along with it, and we can just chat. Now, I know y'all heard the title is Bitching About Balls. Our quote unquote bitching is just us having just a nice conversation about the things that we are dealing with in our daily lives, as well as just chatting about sports. It's our bitching, if you will. Not anything negative. We might have some negativity.
We probably will have some
We
negative.
might have
Prepare for
something.
that.
Just understand. We gonna vent. There's no filter here,
No,
so
no.
please just be aware. I have a very fly mouth, so you might hear me curse a lot.
And I'm just a sarcastic person, and I'm just an honest person. So there might be some cursing as well, but especially when we get to the sports part. So
Yes,
that's for sure.
of course. And then the men,
Yeah, the Atlanta men are a different breed.
they're very special.
Yeah, it's I'm sure a lot of you can relate probably in your cities as well, but it's been an interesting ride. I think coming from living in Alabama, I lived in Tuscaloosa, I lived in Huntsville, I lived in Birmingham, and then I moved to Atlanta like 8 years ago. So it's been an interesting journey to like understand how things work here. And I'm pretty sure if you talk to any person who lives in Atlanta, they're going to tell you the same thing. Like Atlanta people are like a different
Yeah,
breed.
it's a melting pot of a lot of strange, weird, awkward, fun, interesting people.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Augusta, so totally different. But the good thing is, I was raised around boys, so I have two older brothers that I talk to about a lot of stuff dealing with guys. So I kind of see things a little bit different. And then, of course, like I said, I played sports, so mostly I was around boys anyway. But it's definitely different in my adulthood. Very different from when I was in college. I
Mm-hmm.
went to a historically black college and university in Albany, Georgia. So definitely had my share of different types of guys from different walks of life. And now it's like it's times 10. So yeah, you guys are gonna hear those stories.
Yeah, but it's cool because I think we've definitely opened ourselves out more to go to different events, go to different parties. So we're getting more out there to meet different people, different age groups.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'll talk about that in a future episode. But I think that's what's been nice. It's nice to be living in like a big city
Yes.
to be able to have those opportunities, especially even like sporting wise. I mean, even though neither of us are necessarily Falcons fans, we're at least supportive of them in the sense that, well, I can say this: I would like them to win, depending on the team that they're playing. Um, but even so, like we have Atlanta United here, which they have been well in the past.
Yes.
Why am I blanking?
We
The
got the
Braves.
Braves. Of course, we have the Atlanta Dream, the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
They were just in the playoffs.
The
I
Hawks.
was hoping for them to get to the second round, but they did what they were supposed to do. Of course, the Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
We have there's a lacrosse team.
And I think there's like a hockey team, right? Or
There's
I
a
think they're coming up
I
with a
think
hockey
so.
team.
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
So I think that's what's been cool because then there's always stuff going on at the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even with that, we even have even though neither of us are UGA fans, like there's a huge Georgia fan base in Atlanta. But then you also have Georgia Tech, and we were just at the stadium the other day for the Chris Brown concert, which is
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
But the stadium was beautiful. So
Gorgeous.
and knowing that they're up and coming, doing better in their games is cool too. So maybe we could, maybe we'll think about possibly doing that in a future episode.
Yeah.
But
And Georgia State as
mm-hmm,
well.
mm-hmm.
Kennesaw State. A lot of HBCUs, Morehouse, Clark,
Yep.
Morris Brown, Spelman. Of course,
Spelman.
they don't have football, but the whole AUC journey. And if you are from Atlanta, even if you aren't from Atlanta, you know about the AUC. So it's a lot to do here. A lot of different cultures. A lot of festivals, food. Everybody knows Atlanta is big on food. It's a hit or miss, but definitely the food, the nightlife,
Music.
music. Oh my gosh,
Definitely a huge music scene.
It is so much. I mean, of course, y'all know strip clubs, Magic City, all them. The wings. You know, you go to the strip club for the wings.
And yes, the Cheetah is closing down for those of you who don't know. That is the one sad thing I think with having a big city going through COVID. I think was tough on some of these places that maybe we loved back in the day. We're seeing a lot of those close down, which is a little sad, but the good thing is it's a city. There's always something up and coming. There's always people who are moving into town. There's always something.
Yes.
So we're
never
never void of anything.
Never a dull moment. Never a time where there's nothing to do. It's definitely, and then it's not necessarily you have to be downtown. There's different parts of Atlanta, metro, in the perimeter, outside the perimeter. There's things going on all the time. So definitely I'm excited about what's going to come with the fall and the winter, and then also the summer again. I miss the spring, but Georgia only has summer, winter. We don't have spring and fall. That our weather is bipolar.
Yeah, it's nice right now though. Like I kind of like the cool air at night, the cool air in the morning, and then daytime it's so warm. Yesterday was great. Today it's like cloudy and gloomy. So.
Yeah, it's bipolar.
It is. Georgia weather is so bipolar. That's so true. But yeah, so that's kind of what you're going to be getting from us. Basically, our adventures in Atlanta. I'll speak for myself at least as a single woman. You'll get to experience our adventures in Atlanta, just going out and about, experiencing new things. But then also, we're definitely going to be doing a few recaps on sports. We're going to try to teach you guys, in case you're not aware, or maybe you are already, maybe some rules, maybe some exciting things that you can pick up on. Like maybe you go to the next Super Bowl and now you have some knowledge about it. Like that's ideally our goal, right? Yeah. Like that's what we would love. Yeah. So,
you might see us at these games, and we might have clips of us being there. And in the future, hopefully, sponsors. We want to be able to go places outside of Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah. And hey, there might be different pools of people there too that we got to go meet. Hey. So, you know, but yeah, so stay tuned. Obviously, we're going to have more to come. Hopefully our next episode, we're going to dig a little bit deeper into sports. So this was just kind of our intro, so you guys know what to expect coming up. Did I miss anything?
Our social handles.
Oh yeah.
You can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Bitchin' Bout Balls.
And YouTube.
So also, and on Spotify.
Yes.
So yeah.
Hopefully Apple Music if we figure out how to use it.
Yeah, we got to learn that.
Neither of us, well, I'll speak for me. Like being in healthcare, I'm not really a tech person. So I just got to figure those things out. But
yeah. So guys, thank you so much. This is a new, exciting journey for us. Can't wait for all of the other episodes and the things to come. So definitely follow us. If you want to follow us on our own social media handles, you can follow us on there as well. Mine on Instagram is Miss_PYT_84, and TikTok Miss_84.
Yeah, my Instagram is probably, I have a TikTok, I don't really use it. I just use it for work. So if you follow me on there, you're more than welcome, but you're not going to see any posts. You're not going to see any info about anything. So my advice would be to follow our social media handles for the podcast.
Follow this one right now.
Yes. But then if you want to follow me, you're welcome to, but my account is on private. So that might also be a problem if you're trying to follow me on Instagram.
Mine are too.
But yes, but would love to have you all follow the podcast. And then, hey, send us messages. Let us know what you want to hear. What are your thoughts? What do you want to see?
Yeah.
Where do you want us to go? We're totally down. We're pretty much up for whatever. So
I don't want to say down for whatever, because that kind of gives people to think that you know,
Not in that way.
not that way, y'all. Just
not in that way.
We're down for sports.
Yeah.
Let's say that part, because some of y'all heads be in other places.
But
and your balls too.
We're open to trying out different events,
Mm-hmm.
different sporting events, different food, wine, music events. We're up for that.
Yes. Want to have fun.
Yes.
So
yes.
Definitely. Thank you so much for this. I'm excited.
Thank you. We'll see you next week. Bye.